All right, we are live doing some Starfinder in the Sven Zone. Everybody say hi. Starfinder in the
Hello.
Hello.
Sven Zone.
Hi.
Hello.
Everybody say hi. Starfinder in the
Hello.
Sven Zone.
Hi.
Hello.
Excellent. We have sound. Yeah, it's a shame there's not something like that pops up in the middle of your screen that would tell you where you are and what's going on and what happened in the last session.
All right.
I have to talk to Fancy Grounds and let them have them fix that so that
Oh no, that's
you can
kind of
know
a
where you are,
stupid
what you're
idea.
doing.
No, we don't need that.
Yeah.
What would
Just
you
go
call it?
off of your memory.
I don't know. Maybe
Some
something like, I don't know, message of the week or something. I don't know.
That would be cool.
no,
I'd love to see such a feature.
Yeah.
no, that's boring.
But mine says
We don't need
last
that, guys.
session found the party fighting lynx that were attacking creatures the party named hedge bunnies. They returned to Raiden's Keep, established a windmill farm in the other settlement Hex, and built a religious institution.
Exactly. That doesn't answer my question.
Your question was, are
How
you
does it not answer?
back at the
Question was, are we done
thing?
with that stuff? What I'm asking, are we done? We move on.
You were done with the community, with the charter developments turn, correct?
Good deal.
All right, and so if you look at the map, you'll see that there's my highlighted made the 3 areas of the settlement a little lighter, so they stand out. And if you move the token, the party token away, let me, if I can get my, here it is. Maybe map, there it is, New Harmony.
Oh, so
Got
they
the
moved them really. They moved how they, so you were because they made 2 or 3 different changes to these uh, pins recently, and this is like the final one, or
Don't know. Knowing Fancy Grounds, they are always updating and making things and better, and making improvements. So I don't know.
Different. They make it different.
yeah, because a lot of them, for me at least, are on the line. You can't really tell. I mean, like the one up at the top there, it looks like it's in the bottom square, but I know
Well, if
the
you
one below that, holy
put the
shit balls,
cursor
that's
over it, it'll tell you what it is. G4 Mountain Pass, H4 claimed, H3 claimed, so you can tell
go over
which hex it is.
for K4. It's not
Okay.
aligned. It's not aligned with. I'm just saying, there's still some stuff they got to work on. But they're trying, that's for sure.
Fantasy Grounds has no control over where I put the pin. K4 is right here, there in the middle of K4. Well, I'm not sure what you're asking. I can move the
My pin is
pin. See, I can
into
move it down if I want.
that's K4, right?
Yes.
Well, my pointer is pointing at the line between those two. It's not. I had no idea.
So the green arrow simply means you can be opened. It can be shared.
Oh,
Which
okay. That makes a big difference.
it's not.
Okay. That
It's
makes
not
sense then.
pointing to where the thing is.
That's what they were doing. My mistake.
It's the
Anyway,
little gold
so I
bottom
understand that now.
that
Instead of
sticks
using.
down. Yeah, I can understand the confusion there. But yeah, where the pin is up to me. I put the pin where I want it. I just
Well,
figured it would be less
back all those
obtrusive
negative.
on the top, at the top of the each hex. But if you guys would rather have it be on the side or right in the center of the hex, covering everything up, I can do that.
No, take back all my animosity directed at Fantasy Grounds, except for the fucking dice. But that's fine. So
That's a GM setting. That's not a Fantasy Grounds thing. That's a setting in Sven's options.
roll my dice anytime I want to by a setting that Sven sets. There's no way. I've been complaining about this the very moment since they did it, and he could have easily changed that and not tormented me this entire month that has happened. So that is not.
Okay. We had a vote, and then you voted for showing all of the things. So I don't want to hear it because I voted against it.
But the dice roll. It just
Yeah, the
did.
dice rolling. Yeah.
So roll the dice, Reno.
Just okay. Okay.
It didn't show up on my side.
There you go.
Okay. I can now take back the months of bitching that I've done at about
What
this
Mantha said is
motherfucking dice
correct. We took a vote.
to
Everybody decided to leave it the way it was.
the way it was allowing us to play with the dice as we chose.
No,
Why do we have all these cool dice if we cannot fucking roll them? It makes
you
no sense. So
because
I did not
most
vote.
people don't want to have to drop it into the chat. That's why when we voted, that's what they voted for, is to keep it so that you can roll them anywhere you want on the screen.
Right, that's what I want to do. But as far as the other thing, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you can't play with the fucking dice, why am I paying all my good and hard money for these stupid things? So that's all I'm saying.
Because it looks cool when you roll the dice for real. That's why you pay it. Now it's now fixed just for you, so you can live your life. The rest of us don't matter.
Of course you don't matter. Why would you fucking say that, dude? You've known all along what my complaint is, and you've said nothing about it this entire time.
All right, we're just gonna move on. Like I said, we voted. We did what the group wanted. Now it's changed the way you want, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's all set. So getting
Okay.
into the game, you guys had done your setting up the windmill farm. I have it on the map now, so you can see where it is. You have your mine, you have your main headquarters, you have your windmill farm. Indicated on the map, you have those 3 hexes that you've taken over and claimed as part of Waden's Keep. I forgot, honestly, because I didn't make a note of myself or put it in my phone. So I didn't send Jingo the maps and stuff that I told him I would until today. So at some point,
Oops.
Jingo will be doing the map. Um, but it's my
Thank
fault
you,
because
because
I
I
forgot.
had no, it's my fault as well because I completely forgot that I offered to do that.
Yep.
So
So
you're like, oh yeah, that was a thing. Now I'm on the
Really,
hook again.
we'll just start fresh from today. He requested it today, and he gave you all the stuff.
that's
So
right.
from today.
Yeah. Well, he volunteered, so which is great because that's one less thing I have to worry about. And I'm curious to see how he's going to do it because there's so many different ways. So it'll be cool once we take a look at it.
I
Keep in
might have
mind.
to break down and learn how to use Fantasy Grounds maps now.
Well, there you go. So I do want to let you know, Jingo, if you could, I already talked to uh, Nick and Mantha. Waiting to Keep is going to be growing. You're going to be having waves of uh, settlers coming. A lot of them are coming from Absalom Station, but also they're also coming from throughout the galaxy as they hear about the different settlements on the planet. They're not just going to yours; they're going to the other ones that are successful, depending on how much advertising your company and your Patreon, for lack of a better word, is doing, um, is and how many news stories come from each different location and stuff. But if you would, Jingo, at some point send me at least one settler. I just need race and occupation, and it can be a family, it can be an individual, it could be uh, a
Just
couple.
make something up. All
Yep,
right, I can
just let
come
me
up
know
with something.
why they're there. I said race, uh, name, race, and gender, and then why they kind of came to Wait and Keep. Um, other than that, it's pretty much whatever you feel like doing, as long as it's within Starfinder. So, uh, All right, so it is the. Does the message of the day have the date? Ooh, I did not put the date on there. Shame on me. Um, so it is the evening of the 20th. You guys have just finished your town hall meeting with the rest of your settlers who wanted to attend and have decided you're going to be building a religious institution, setting up your windmill farm, uh, determining who's going to be living out there, setting it up, building it, all those things. What would you guys like to do? Um, you said you want to spend your first week here, like you have been, so that you can get rid of the administrative duties.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
for the first couple days, nothing unusual happens. Is there anything you all want to do during that downtime? Reno, you had mentioned building the weapon.
Yeah.
I thought I mentioned that.
I put it in the party sheet. You have Des remove one of the corpses. You have two left. This is the weapon that you guys are able to build. Through trial and error, it does take a full corpse. Your choices are now these sclerite harpooners. There are 3 different levels. This one is level 4. There's a level 9 and a level 12, I believe, is the third one. You cannot do the higher level ones right now. So you can either put the corpses on ice and save them until you guys get up to that level, and then you can build the more expensive ones, or you can make these 2 more or possibly more. Now that you know what you're doing, you could make more of these level 4 ones. What would you like to do? What are you guys thinking?
Um, I mean, we're probably gonna end up running into more of them later, right, guys?
Likely, yeah.
Probably.
I think we should probably keep them on ice. See if we can get a better weapon later.
Yeah.
They are level 9 and level 14.
Well, they will sit in my inventory until later we remember them, I guess. The question is, who wants this current gun?
So it is a heavy weapon.
What kind is it?
The one I just shared, the sclerite harpooner.
How are you pronouncing it?
Sclerite?
Yeah, right. Okay.
So I know Toby and Des can use it. I don't know who else is trained in heavy weapons.
Not
I'm
me.
pretty sure I am not. I will double check though. No, I am not.
And Toby's player is not here right now.
I think Toby's the only one.
No, it's Toby and Des can both use it because we're both soldiers. Um, can we leave it in the party sheet for a little while until Bobby plays with us that I can talk to him about it?
I would suggest you either sell it or use it yourself, and then if and when he shows up, we can talk to him about it, see if he wants it. But because he has a racial weapon, so he really doesn't
that's
need
true.
anything else.
Okay, I will take it then.
Jester coming in with the raid. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Pure Fusion X. They were streaming the new Call of Duty Wilderness, I think it's called. So check them out. Not sure who Pure Fusion X was. I just know that he was streaming with Jester Gaming. So Wildlands Ghost Recon. That's what it is, not Call of Duty. Ghost Recon. Same thing. It's a dude shooting people. So if you want to see what it's like, I do know it's a new game. So go check him out. Say hi. All right, and the gear, the 2 armor that's in the party sheet, those are things that you wanted to sell as well, correct?
I believe those were old suits of armor, yes.
Both heavy
Yeah,
armors
yes.
that I think only Dez and Toby could use.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be like that, yeah.
Who's going to do the charisma check for us?
I'm nominating my emotional support android
Sure.
or Dr. Clef. I don't remember who's better at that stuff between the two of them, but it's
I'm
all
one
so
of them,
glad
right.
I
you think I'm
think.
charismatic.
Okay, so not Dr. Clef. I don't think any of us are all that good.
Well, I'm good at being intimidating and bluffing, but diplomacy.
Hey, you can use like bluff. You can use intimidate. Hey, it's super important for us. You have to buy this armor from us, okay? We really need the money, okay, man? We really need it. You can be intimidating. You just gotta
Persuasion.
flavor it
Use
right.
my bluff. This armor was once worn by Elvis. Elvis who? Elvis who?
Yeah, you can do that too. Spin a good, cool story about how you found it.
Jester's going to be lurking. Appreciate you. I know you raid and run. That's fine. Understand you got to take care of yourself. Go and get some food. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. And before he left, he's a 46% lawful evil warlock today. And we have a 69% lawful evil daredevil operative. Atomic is in the house. Welcome, Atomic. I missed that
Yeah.
as I was saying hi to everybody. Mantha's 64% lawful good cleric. Nice. So we've got an operative, a cleric, and then a warlock. So for Super Fools, 97% evil druid, and a 58% lawful evil vanguard for Reno. Mr. Rhino to you. Very nice.
Up until the druid, we were a very lawful party.
All right, so go ahead and give me the if you're going to be using intimidate, Des can help. If you're gonna if you're gonna be using bluff, then you're on your own.
I'm gonna use bluff and be on my own.
All right, go for it. Give me the roll.
Nice.
Woo!
Wow. I have a +1. Oh, +14.
Just a minor difference there.
For just a minor bit. Still upset about it. well, being called Shorty during my entire life as a drow. In the drow world, I'm very short. 5'11". That's a shorty.
All right, so you got some credits, which are mostly UPBs to make the stuff that you want. There's the 20th of Gazron. Excellent. All right, Jingo, give me percentile, please. All right.
Alright.
All right, last chance. Anybody want to do anything besides getting rid of the gear, making the new weapon?
I mean, if we're talking about like the downtime, I would like to work out. I've got that workout group, and we're gonna I don't know, keep strength training.
I guess it also depends on how long of a downtime we got. Sorry, I'm slightly
You're
distracted.
gonna have
My
at least a
dog
week.
is wanting attention.
Uh,
You're gonna have at least a week, presuming stuff doesn't happen throughout the week. But you guys are typically spend the first week there so they can get the administrative work done and out of the way, and then you guys go exploring when I come back. That's how it's been, and that's what you guys decided to do last week, as far as staying here the first week, so that it was Bex's turn to do the administrative stuff.
Dr. Clef, do we have
My turn.
any bodies to examine or exciting sciencey stuff?
He does.
I'm currently checking over my notes to do so.
In your gear, you'll see you have. I noticed you have corpses and stuff in there.
Yeah, I think I've shoved at least one corpse in your inventory.
The things you guys have
Yeah.
fought.
Totally normal thing to say.
That's right. You haven't tried to domesticate anything except for the six-legged goats, but you brought corpses back to dissect them and probe. So lots of probing going on.
There's a nifty animal around that's somebody's pet. I can set him straight.
I
Behave
do have
himself.
a note that says to examine electrophore body. Looking at my inventory, I do have 2 electrovores in there.
All right,
I
electivores
think
are
I
not
wanted to see if
native
there's a
to.
way.
Well, I mean, they may be native to this planet, but they're not native only to this planet. So, what are you looking for when you're trying? You just trying to learn about them, or what are you trying to do? What is your goal?
I think I was looking for a way to duplicate the resistance to electricity because I also have a note of resistant high Mark 1 as an item that I was interested in. Electricity from Electrovore. So I think I wanted to look into a way to replicate their resistance to electricity. So let me double check, make sure I have the right item written down.
Yeah, electivores are sort of like vermin in that they are known to travel on starships and in starships. Same thing with the gremlins, where they because they eat electricity, consume electricity. So they'll eat some and then just go dormant, hide somewhere in the wall and just sleep. They can also fly in space, so they can live on an asteroid dormant until they sense electricity coming by in its different forms and then go chase it. So they are. It will be relatively easy to do that. What is the item that you were looking for?
The resistant hide Mark 1 is what I had written down
Resistant hide Mark
up right
1.
now.
Biotech. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with these electrovores, I will say you are able to make these resistant hides. You can do a Mark II right now because it's a Mark. That's a level 4. You guys are level 3, so you can make up to level 5 stuff. So for each electrovore you have, you can make one that's half. Well, that would be half the price. Whatever hide you want to make. So if you make a Mark II, it will be half the price of a Mark II because you have the
Okay.
skin there.
Sweet. And it's, which would then give us, I'm reading this correctly, a Mark II resistant hide would give us resistance 4 for the designated energy type, which in this case would be electricity.
Correct.
I have 2 bodies for this. I'll probably do one for myself. Is anyone else interested in this? It is a biotech.
It's an augmentation.
Applies to the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are using your biotechnology along with Luna to physically change the skin of the person that you're messing with and making their skin. They're not like putting on a fur coat. You're changing their physical skin and augmenting it.
Yes.
Ooh.
Would anyone else be interested in that?
Nah.
Well, Bex is currently immune to electricity, so I don't think he needs it.
Oh.
At
Honestly,
least
like a
for the
lot of
medicine.
augmentations like kind of creep me out.
Why?
I don't
Trust the doctor. I would never do you wrong.
That's right.
You would definitely do me wrong just because you want to mess around with a dragon kid.
I mean, I can
Ooh, let's see if
assure
we
you
can
that.
turn this into scales.
Yeah, I mean, I can assure you that the procedure will be a success. I have tested it on myself.
That's right.
You test everything on yourself.
Exactly. That's why you can trust me.
Well, Luna's supervising, so
That's right.
she doesn't get
Also
carried
that.
away.
Des has seen, while a lot of his race, a lot of them have augments, especially technological weapons and things, dragons running around with laser cannons mounted on them and things like that. He's also seen where it can go wrong. And when you have this young buck, 20-year-old dragonkin who gets this augmentation when he's young, and then by the time he's 80, he's all shriveled and it's all misshapen, looks all weird, like a tattoo. So Des can speak
That's just
from
a skill
experience.
issue. That's just a skill issue on whoever applied it. Clearly, so long as you stick around me, I can do the upkeep and make sure you will be fine. Don't you want to be better than your natural self?
I don't
It's like
know.
being
I think my natural self is pretty great already.
You are. Why can't I help you forcibly evolve?
forcibly.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It's like getting a tattoo. You get this is a snake, and then you get old, and then that's a cheetah with spots now.
Okay, well, Luna, are you interested?
No, I'm here just to help helping the application of you fools. I mean, our grand party. Oh, I
No,
love
sorry.
the
Changing my skin does not sound appealing at this time. So, I'll pass.
Well, I'll keep it on ice in case
Right.
you change your mind,
Right.
and I guess I'll just do the procedure for myself.
It's not like you guys have ever run across. You don't fight a lot of electric wielding creatures anyway. So.
We fight a lot of those. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It kind of creeps me out. Okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
All right. Well, fine. Yeah. All right. I'm just
Thank you
going
for the
to
offer.
let me know if you change your mind. All right. So if it costs half the regular price, that'll mean it'll cost $9.50, which will leave me with 440 credits. Or
well,
All right,
I'm
and
involved. I'll get for half of it.
both of you give me a. Let me take a look and see what the skills are. Um, Actually, both of you can give me profession checks.
subtracting
Luna
that
and
from
Duck.
profession.
All right, and what is the price of half of it?
950.
All right, so
Already
you're
subtracted from my inventory.
so give yourself back 75
Okay.
because you work your supporter is all about biotech and bio manipulation and molecular manipulation and stuff. So you're able to get even more of a discount.
Nice.
All right, and so Bex, what do you do at night when the sun goes down? How do you spend your evening, and how do you sleep? How do you rest?
Well, give me a second. I want to look at something here.
Okay, I'll jump to Des and come back to you. Des, how do you spend your night? Do you have a
Um,
hammock? Do you sleep on the floor? Do you hang upside down from a limb of a tree?
Ooh, it's
okay, so
exciting.
not the last one. Um, I think he ends up like when he can, he makes like a nest for himself. And man, fuck it, I'll lean into the dragon thing. Yeah, usually it's like uh when we're like out and about, it's like foliage and stuff, and then he like burns the center and kind of like sleeps on like the warm ash and embers and stuff.
Okay.
I think at home he's got like a massive heating pad and like a bunch of like pillows.
And I probably sit in a chair and kind of semi sleep somewhere nearby.
Hell yeah. It's a sleepover every night.
All right, and Dr. Clef, how do you spend your nights?
I sleep in a very messy hammock, or in a hammock that in a very messy room that is basically my at-home lab away from lab. If not, I sleep in a hammock at my lab.
Okay. And Luna?
Luna will go around the village and become familiar with other people's pets and whatnot, calming any problems that they have or whatever. And she'll, when she goes to bed, she sleeps in her very messy room, clutter everywhere.
Okay. So it is about 4 in the morning. As I wait for this thing to load. Um, Everybody's woken up by this explosion.
Uh-oh.
Rattled your the windows where you're sleeping. Um, I'm gonna go left to right. Bex, what do you? How do you respond?
I am. As soon as I hear that, I'm, up out of my chair, pistol in hand, and headed for the door to find out what's going on.
Des, you are there with him. You see him jump up.
I mean, pretty much the same. I think he figures he doesn't have enough time to get armor on, so he grabs his pike.
Yeah, I don't have
And
armor on either.
Okay, Dr. Clef, you are woken up.
I quickly look around, make sure the explosion wasn't from my own lab,
Was not.
and then I go to investigate where the source of the explosion was.
Okay, Luna.
She's gonna strap on her semi-auto, and her club is already there anyway. She's gonna step out, take a look around, get out the door.
All right, and so um, you realize that. Well, go ahead and give me. Look at the skills here. Um, yeah, pretty much perception is it. Go ahead and give me perception checks, everybody.
In the tower. From that regular.
No, you can just roll them flat. All right, so Bex, you were the way you rest. You were able to you realize that you heard noise as audio feedback and static first over the communicator, and then you also hear it in any kind of device that's in the room where you are. So if there's a like a music player or computer setup, anything that has any kind of speakers had this little bit of feedback first, and then you heard the echoes of this explosion as it carried throughout the settlement. So you guys run outside, and you see a lot of other people are sort of at least looking out windows, stepping to their doorways, looking around. Um, you do have your security, the Tardhoof. They're the two same thing that Toby is. The Noirs, your security people. They are out and they're sort of looking around, and you see them running toward the comm center, the communications center. There's an unlimited range communications array building that you guys have set up to communicate with other planets and ships that are coming in and stuff like that. And of course, your sponsor and stuff. And that's where they seem to be heading.
All right, I'll wait for Dez so we can mount up and fly over there.
All right. Luna and Dr. Clef, as you sprinting, you see Des gliding over, doing his hop fly as he gets over, comes over to you guys, and there's a little building. It looks sort of like a radio station, and then what you would think of when you think of a radio station, different satellites around it, and on top of it is a big, massive one as well. And there's this large courtyard set up in front of it with little bushes and um, planters and a couple seats there. It's also a place where people can just relax. Uh, and as you come up to there, you guys see that all of the windows have shattered and there's glass strewn coming from inside. The blast came from inside, so the glass is spraying out onto into this courtyard and the small little plaza that's in front of it. Um, you see that there's Balco Unktar is leaning over a body, and as you guys get close enough to
No.
where you can see it, um, you realize that it is Tali Ingelos, one of the settlement's laborers.
Hmm.
Let me
No, she promised she was going to join our workout group.
Oh,
Does he normally look like that?
He did not. Prior to this, he did not normally look at that angle. Where did I put?
I'm like comparing it to the picture and the people, and I'm like, that looks a little bit different.
Um,
been irradiated.
oh, it's probably just in my assets. That's why. Let me try that. Yes, there she goes. I never actually made a. She is one of the 4 Anglo sisters. And as you move up there, let me go ahead and put you on the map. Who am I missing? It looks like Dr. Clef. Why aren't you? Oh, that's why. And so you see that his movements are jerky and peculiar, and as he sort of leans over, and it's like he's pulling a veil. He uses both hands, and he's making this drawing motion down from her head down over her body, and then darkness covers and enshrouds her body, and she disappears, and there's this dark stain on the ground where she was there. And as he looks up, you see his eyes are all red, and they're sunken deep into his face. He says, Didn't mean to do it. And this darkness sort of slithers around him, and he stands up and clenches his fists like he's ready to fight. Bex, how are you responding? What is your intent?
Does he have anything in his hands?
No.
Please put your hands where I can see them. And I'm pointing a gun at him.
All right, Dr. Clef. Nick, you there?
Yes, I am here. Sorry, I was just finishing my note. While Bex is doing that, I will kind of back him up, but also just move kind of this way, spikes at the ready. At the moment, following his lead, but trying to also cover another side.
So you're just moving around, not saying anything or doing anything.
I'm not saying anything, but I'm just kind of looking Ray to engage in a fight as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Luna.
Question for you about I wanted to detect afflictions, but that has to be a specific distance, correct? I can't like do like a disadvantage type of a casting of that spell.
Range
Trying to
is
see if
25 feet plus 5 for every 2 levels, so it would be 35 feet range. So your intent is to move close enough to where you can cast that on him.
should I just move?
Okay, so you move a little bit closer. Des. And then Bex, did you say you're getting off, Des?
No.
Okay.
Cool, because I'm taking you with me.
What is your intent? What are you trying to do?
I am moving closer. I'm not like I'm carrying my weapon, but it's not ready. I'm not like I don't know.
Threatening?
Okay.
You better listen to him, man.
All right.
Referring to what Beck said. That
let me
Des
check
is trying
something
to
real
get him
quick.
to listen.
All right. So Bex and Des, go ahead and because of the size and such, I'll let you two decide. One of you give me an intimidation, and the other one can assist.
Okay, you're technically better at intimidation.
I will intimidate. Give me
Yeah.
that assist.
Okay, so you get a +2.
I'll take it.
All right. Oh, I misread this. So it's like a skill check. So that would actually, so Des, yours counted as a success. Bex, yours counted as a success.
All right.
So the and then Luna, go ahead and give me a mysticism check. It's a DC 16. All right, so easy enough. You guys had to succeed at 3 of the following checks before you failed 3 times. Um,
Well,
so you see he's almost like he's he's not quite arguing with himself, but he's uh, especially you, Luna, who are used to this the mysticism type stuff, uh, and you can sense this malevolence just radiating from him, and it's not him, and it's sort of fighting this, and he's shaking his head and uh, clenching and unclenching his fists. Um, since you're not attacking him, and you're just trying to intimidate and figure out what's going on with him. Um,
I'll pass on this information. Calm.
okay, so he eventually he takes a couple steps forward and then just slumps down, drops to his knees, um, and a few minutes later, you see the redness leave his eyes. Um, Luna, you can sense this evil, almost like a spirit within him, is gone, and he just sort of blinks as he's looking around, uh, clearly confused as to what's going on. Um, what what happened? And Doc, go ahead and give me a physical. I mean a life science check.
Go.
All right, so he is now undead.
Good to know.
He was not before. So if you guys don't remember, um, he, the settlement's chief communications officer, Deirdre, has been training her assistant to operate the settlement's communications array. Um, you guys have known this has been there several months. You've seen him and talked to both of them different times. Um, he his whole family works in Absalom Station. They were working tech support there. He hated it, so he was once why he came here just to get away from Absalom Station and get out from under the family. He considers a family curse of having to do this. Um, so he was happy to do man it overnight, um, and she also was eagerly handing it off to him because she um, didn't want to work nights either. Uh, where's the
Hmm.
Now they are creatures of the night.
That's right.
well, he's a creature of the night.
How did this happen?
There we go. Diedrich. And so, but he was a human, normal human, young man, but now he is undead.
What kind of undead? Is he a zombie? Is he a ghoul?
Who are you asking?
I'm asking Doc. He would know, I guess. People
Can I
don't
tell the
just.
distinction?
All right. So how are you trying to determine this information?
I guess I'll kind of
So
go up.
he's conscious. He's intelligent. He's looking around, he's talking. So it's clearly not like a zombie. He's not like a skeleton. He has intelligence. And you guys, you're somewhat familiar. Let me unlock tokens. There we go. Accept all. Um, so you're somewhat familiar with the Eoxian, the Librians, and so you are familiar with
So what's
sentient
left
undead.
of the girl?
All right, as you go over there, um, you see that there's some. It looks sort of like ash. It's you've seen necrotic damage, and if you take it to its as far as it can possibly go on a living tissue, that's what that is.
Wow. So whatever had this guy just consumed her, or I don't know. That's weird. Did we see anything leave his body when the darkness left him? Did we physically see anything moving away from him?
Give me sense motive and perception, and all of you can give me those checks.
Okay.
Her
Within
sisters,
perception, you said?
yes, and sense motive. The Angelos sisters come running. Uh, they weren't that far behind. They're very upset and angry and trying to figure out
Me too.
what happened. They demand answers. All right, so with those rolls, see, we've got you guys are level 3. Wow. Okay, so um, Luna, especially being because of your tie with the mysticism and things, um, when he collapses, uh, and this malevolent dissipates, um, about 20 seconds or so later, you this it's like these little um, fairy dust, little sparkles on little motes, dust motes, come off of him, and you see that his skin and his he sort of sinks into himself a little bit. It's almost like some power is leaving him. Um, but you
Can
don't
I
think
put
the
like a
two are connected. You think the malevolence, the evilness that was possessing him is one thing, and then this other power that he had, um, he seems to have absorbed it from Thali Angelos. He absorbed some power from her, and then it dissipated.
so is he on? Can I put a light bulb on him to keep him alive if he's or he's
He's talking, he's conscious, he's just confused and not sure what's going on.
okay?
You guys haven't really talked to him.
What happened to you?
I, well, as usual, I was scanning for signals and watching for incoming calls or any kind of communications like usual. Um, but I remember tuning into to this one signal, this frequency, and then I was out here looking at you, and you guys were all around me. One thing I forgot to mention is there is a like a street light, a big overhead lamp for this whole little area, and that was also blown out as part of this explosion.
Well, let's go
So
see what kind of damage the broadcast booth had.
I won't be of much help in there. I'll stay out here with him.
Right, I'll need engineering or computer checks.
I can put. Are we low on light? Is there plenty of light there?
You have no light at all. It's dark. I mean, there's
Oh,
moonlight, but once you get into the
I'm gonna,
building, there's no light at all.
I'm gonna use dancing lights
Nice,
to illuminate the way.
very nice. Okay, so now you guys can see easily. There's no power in this building. Let's see, with the computers check, does anybody have engineering at all?
I don't think so.
That's why I stayed outside.
One.
I'm
One.
untrained.
Bex and Luna do.
Yeah, that really sucks.
Bex, go ahead and give me engineering. Nice.
There you
Okay,
go.
um, so you're able to piece together with your as you study everything and look around, and you're able to see that there was this hold on a second, I'm just looking to verify. So the whole communications array has been overloaded. The whole thing is just blown, and it looks like it was somewhat electrical, um, but it's also sonic and mystical. So sort of a combination of the three. Whatever it was that he tapped into routed so much energy, both sonic and mystical, that it overloaded everything in the array. But the array itself, it's a computer, and it's not that much. It wouldn't have caused this much destruction. Um, you're gonna have
What
to
would have
rebuild
turned
this
him
almost from
undead?
scratch. That is the other question. Yep.
That would be the mystical part of whatever went on here.
Am
And
I able to
you also notice.
ascertain?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Was Luna able to ascertain anything from the situation? Seemed like it'd be up her alley, but I don't know what checks to form.
Right, and you've been able to provide him with more information than anybody else because regarding his current state. Um, between you and the doctor, uh, you're able to determine that he is no longer alive. He is completely undead, an undead being. The
Okay.
Also the explosion destroyed any kind of tracking system and any kind of thing that may have been recording at the time. So there's no way to determine exactly where it came from or what it was or repeat it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, if anybody knows about computers or engineering, I can
I
give a hand, but that's all I can do.
I know quite a bit, but there's nothing to know. This equipment is destroyed. So let's go talk to
Do we
Mr.
have any possible
Balco.
like black box or something that would the last instance before everything fried? Like of the like whatever signal he picked up.
No, this is just a communications array. And it's
Okay.
the recordings and things like that are separate. I mean, it's all hardware, but they're all separate things, and so and those are all destroyed as well.
Mm.
It's not, they might have those type of things on spaceships and in some like intelligence communities, things like that. But on just a basic, this is mainly just to communicate. So
Okay.
they're not really expecting anything like this to happen, or top secret or classified or any kind of information that would need to be double redundancy and stuff like that. So this was not built for that type of thing. You could put that in there now if you wanted. Going forward, you could probably set up something like that. But originally it was not built like that. So Diedrich
No.
is uh, is there, and she's asked around and tried to get information, and comes up to Luna. She's a Yusoki, so she's small, and she comes up. Why didn't you stop this from happening? Look at Balgo. How is he supposed to survive and live like this now? Why did you let this happen?
Luna says, I think that this was extraterrestrial. Something else is going on here. Besides, this isn't my area.
Thought you all were, you, and she points to all of you, we're supposed to be our protectors. And now look what you did.
Well, he's your assistant.
I can assure you though that Balco's condition is fine. Is stable, but I will run additional tests to make sure that he has no negative consequences from this. I will remind you, we do have others in the community who have a very similar condition. You will be just fine.
She storms off.
Uh,
She's not
I'm
happy with you all.
I'm
Yeah,
not
no
concerned
shit.
with him being undead. I'm concerned with how he became undead and whether or not this is going to happen to more people.
And he comes
Yes,
up to
but
you,
let us
Bex,
know.
I don't want to be undead.
and
I'm sure Balco didn't want to be undead either, but I don't know of a way to reverse it.
he comes over to you and says, "Here, take this. I still don't know what's going on, or what happened. I don't want to do any. I don't want to hurt anybody." And he'll hand you his. He has an Explorer hand coil, which is a weapon. It's a small arm shock, and he hands it to you. Just
Oh,
keep this
nice.
safe for me until we figure out more what's going on. If that whatever it was that was, they say it, and I was being controlled and stuff, and I don't want to hurt anybody.
I'm sorry that this happened to you, but I don't know a way to reverse it. But I will take that hand coil.
All right, so it's in a party sheet if anybody wants it. Whatever you guys want to do with it.
Balco, well, what I said to Deirdre, oh, I'm saying that correctly. What I said to her, I do believe is correct. I do believe you are stable, but I would like to take you into our medical facilities to run further tests, as well as to keep an eye on you, just to make sure nothing is untoward.
So he sort of shakes his head and says, "Yeah, yeah. course, of course. So over the next couple days, you guys start. Your engineer and your electrician, and anybody in the party who wants to help. Pretty much Bex is the only one who's trained. Um, Start rebuilding it with Diedrich. Um,
Hmm.
the You see Balco starts spending a little bit more time with the Librian, the scout.
LNS.
When Who happens to be in town at the time. And so the two of them start talking, and you see them spending more and more time together. Um, as it looks like Elenez is trying to help him adjust. And so, Dr. Clef, as you study him, you realize doesn't really fit into any of the standard niche ghoul undead. You also talk with Elenez and try to get some idea of his input. He's not a ghoul, he's not a specter, he's not a lich, he's not a zombie. He seems to be something different. Um, as you continue to talk to him, he also spends a lot of time talking to the counselor.
Please show, however you pronounce that.
As he's trying to come to grips with his new reality. And what was that? Straka. And let me see. What? There he is. Um, but the point is that you do a couple tests with some animals and things, and you find that he is able to absorb a corpse. And when he does, it does the same thing. He can touch a corpse and it utterly obliterates it with negative energy, leaving nothing behind but a
Mm.
stain on the ground, and then any gear that it would have had. And it imbues him with this cold the touch. So his hands and anything he touches is freezes a bit. So mechanically, he does more extra cold damage when it happens for a short time afterwards. He just can't do it in bright light, so he has to be in dim light when he does that. Um, Sparkles Mandy in the house. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you jumping in real quick. Probably on her break from her stream because she's streaming tonight as well.
Mhm.
They have a brand new undead in their settlement, so they're trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah.
Mm.
All
I
right.
guess after kind of confirming the whole absorbing corpse thing, um, Doc would go and visit the sisters um, to confirm that their sister is in fact dead, offer condolences, and help arrange any funeral rites they would like to have.
All right, give me a. Where's skills?
Luna is also
It is
going with
diplomacy. Yeah, give me a diplomacy check and a sense motive check.
Okay.
Well, what were you saying, Reno?
Luna was also going with him as well.
Okay. So same thing. Luna, give me diplomacy and sense motive.
Saw it roll, but it didn't pop up. Let me try that again, I guess.
I want to give him that.
Okay, definitely rolled, but why did it not pop up? Okay, I think I might need to reconnect.
Let me try. Did you get a
You get a
pop up?
pop-up.
So see if that works. It has a DC on it,
I
but
did.
there is no DC.
I saw it roll.
Yeah, we're not seeing it roll. If you want to jump off and come back on.
Yeah, I will do so.
All right, so how do you communicate that, Des?
Honestly, I think he just wants to like do it anonymously. He goes and meets with. There's a spiritual leader.
Yeah, a
The
slug
spiritual
guy.
advisor. Yeah. He goes and talks with him, and assuming that they're going to end up talking to him, and contributes in that manner. He's not the
Okay.
greatest at talking to people, so this is how he can
There
help.
he is. Yeah, Lishu. That's who you were talking about. Okay.
I don't know how much money is reasonable for a funeral.
10,000 credits.
Okay, well, I don't have that.
Depends on if they had insurance and what their HMO covers and were they members
Good
of
their
the
policy.
military. If you're interested, Lishu can sell you a really reasonable policy going forward.
I'll have to think on that one.
Let's see, Lishu. There he is. Okay. Do I have this in the? No, 1 or 200 is more than enough to offer condolences with anonymously.
Okay. There is now 200 credits waiting for them.
Okay. There's Lishu, your spiritual advisor. Yeah, so he's more than of a mysticism slash spiritual leader type to help set up this religious institute you set up and things, whereas the Astraka is more of a therapist, a counselor.
Yeah, I skimmed
So
over him. I was like, I know we've got like a therapist somewhere, and I went
he's a use so he
straight
can have
past
use
him, checked
people
like
overlooking
everyone
him.
else. Yeah, because he's short.
Little rat guy. Nobody gives him credit. All right, so getting back to Dr. Clef and Luna, as you're talking to the
Yeah.
sisters, um, So they are very closed down, and they're curt, and they listen to what you have to say, and then they will show you the door. They're clearly upset and not just sad, but are angry. Over the next several days, you see them talking to Diedrich a lot. They have become friendly with each other, and um, they they travel back to Absalom Station with her belongings and a couple personal items of hers, and they're gone for about a week, and then they return. Um, the timing is probably off a little bit there. I'm not going to didn't spend the time to research exactly how long it would take to go to and from, um, but they take a short trip to take care of and then come back. Um, they do decide to come back. They are going to stick it out, but as far as Diedrich, as far as the rest of you are concerned, won't talk to you. She will be polite, but just enough to not be considered rude, and then will try to leave, or and will not sit anywhere near you in any kind of public gathering, and just tries to, in the sense, sees you walking down the street, she'll cross over to the other side of the street. Um, they are not as hostile as she is, but they're pretty close. They just do their jobs. They and focus on their personal lives.
Luna has the hots for the one on the left.
What?
And while they were
Looking for the other one.
before, she was amicable and polite and maybe even flirty at times. Now she well, doesn't even give you the time of day anymore.
Alrighty then. Sileva.
All right. So as the days continue passing, the week is about to close. Uh, there are some. Where are my notes? There are some downtime activities. Does anybody want to do? Here's this. There are charter downtime activities, and then there are personal downtime activities up on the top where it says downtime and expanded downtime.
I believe I was doing the administrative duties this time
Yes.
around,
Yep.
which means I don't get a downtime activity, or that is my downtime activity.
For this week, yes, correct. Yep. If you guys want to stay longer, and go for another week, hanging out in the city, in the, waiting to keep, you can. But for this week, anybody want to do anything else?
Would you say there is unrest in the community after the whole incident at the communications array? Or
So, from a role play standpoint, yes. From a mechanical standpoint, no.
okay,
So there's not, um, unrest only occurs when you're not able to uh, pay for your upkeep, and then there are some events that may cause unrest as well. Speaking of whiches, I want to check one other thing. I don't know if we did the last. don't think we did the event check. I don't remember there being a roll for that event phase.
Did
was
you not
not.
have I think it was Jingo roll a D100? He got like a 4 or 7 or something. He got a 6. I don't know if that's related, but you did
Right,
just have him roll
he
it.
got that for the you guys got that for the resource generation. All right, and so this is the 3rd. Let me look at the calendar. 1, 2. This is the 3rd. All right, so Jingo, go ahead and give me a percentile. And then give me a d20. All right, what is your... I'm going to find this. All right, so downtime activities, anybody want to do any? While we
No.
like send Jingle this stuff.
I have an idea of what I would like to do. I'm not fully sure which downtime activities would be. Maybe research. I would like to spend some time looking into the communication frequencies, see if I can at least narrow down what possibly would have been the range of what they would have been looking at that night, see if to hopefully get more information as to what frequency that would have been,
Okay.
to get more information on whatever the heck happened.
All right, is there anything else anybody else wants to do?
Nope.
I was doing the workout downtime, but that doesn't feel right anymore, especially considering my workout group is a little bit estranged right now. um Man, I don't know if this is gonna work, but he's gonna try to do the cook feast downtime.
Okay. And what does it do?
Um I'm sorry, I'm rereading it because I'm like, all of a sudden when you asked a question, I forgot everything I read. Basically he's trying to feed people. So anybody partaking regains an additional hit point for every 2 character levels they have after their next night's full rest, and each gains a +1 morale bonus to their next saving throw made against disease or poison, blah 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 blah. Honestly, it's mostly roleplay. He's like, I don't know how to support people that are grieving, so I'm gonna try to feed them so that they don't have to cook.
All right, so do
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm kind of cold and emotionless, so I really don't know how to deal.
Yeah, Des is taking it hard.
I am too. I just don't show it outwardly.
all right, so you're trying to set up like a celebration of life for her, with a feast and food for everyone. Is there a role involved?
There is. It depends on how many people I'm feeding, and I'm trying to figure out how.
It'll be about 25.
Okay, so it says up to 15.
Okay, so
So,
15.
but it adds +1 per person fed, and I'm not sure I can make a DC 30 with the +8. So,
Yeah, so plan on 15. 1-5.
okay. I cannot. I can't make that check. So,
All right, so give us a roll. Let me see what it would be. There it is. Holy shnikes. All right, and what is the DC?
the DC is 15 +1 for each creature fed.
All right. So overall, it goes okay. Like I said, there's still a lot of distrust. Um, the what are their names? The two security people are the hard hoofs. Are supportive of you guys, and so as you hear people arguing and things, they are trying to explain there's nothing you all could have done. No way that you could have planned for it, even if you knew it was coming. Not a whole lot they could have you all could have done. In that you all showed great restraint in just not slaughtering him on the spot, and so that they're trying to help you and trying to assuage some of the unrest and grumbling that's happening. And this seems to help as people are talking to you and you explain some of the things that you found and you tell stories about what's happening. All right, Jingo, this is what happened, and I want you to tell me the specifics. I'm trying to get. Does it have links here? Let me see. There's no way to really. I know what I'll do. I'll do this. I'm going to send you a picture in Discord. Keep in mind you guys have an arcade. So I don't know if you want to incorporate that into it or not. Where's Discord? Jingo. There it is. And boom. Did you get, do you see what I sent you?
Yep.
All right, so that happens. Once you know how that plays out, let me know and I'll let you explain what's going on. I'm looking at the charter development sheet. Here it is. So your TN, technology and culture is 2 and 2.
All right, if culture are less than the target number, or whatever TN is.
Yeah, that was one thing I don't have filled out on your charter sheet because I could not figure out what it was. So we'll come back to that in a second. If you want to let us know what the specifics are as far as what it is, and I will get that out. All right.
All right.
Um,
Should
so
I go ahead and read this then?
no, I want you to tell not. I mean, I could have just read that myself. I want you to play it out. Tell us what the dangerous thing
Ah,
is. So think about that, and let me know. What do the characters see? What are the Utes or the other people doing? Um, so Nick, did you figure out a good thing to roll for your downtime activity?
Uh, Unfortunately, for what I got was either research, which doesn't actually give me a role to do, or secure area, maybe. Um, Unfortunately, just for specifically like researching into the, uh, signals, but I ones that I am seeing or reading through are really applying to that. Unfortunately,
All right, and so what does research say as far as the what you would roll?
uh, I spend a day studying to gain working knowledge of a single specific topic, which
Okay, that's perfect.
unfortunately I think means it's not might not apply to this. It uh, the benefit it gives me is for the next week I can attempt cultural checks to recall knowledge about the topic untrained,
All
as
right, so
well as the
this would
DC
be
for such checks.
I I'll give you even because you are doing the research, you don't need to be trained. I would give you either uh, culture, physical science, engineering, and you can. So give me a roll for each of those.
Engineering and physical science, the one I actually am trained in. Yeah.
12, 14, 18. Okay. All right. So you are able to get a little bit of an idea because everything had to be rebuilt from scratch. You're not sure. Diedrich and the engineer says it's pretty close to what it was before, but what you had before, was a working communications array that came from Absalom Station
Hmm.
that had been calibrated and had been used for years. So it's not quite the same as the one you have now, um, but it has the range to pretty much go. Once you establish satellites, you can extend the range. For now, it's pretty much within the atmosphere and just beyond um, to get ships that are in orbit. And you think the one you had was able to go a little bit farther, but definitely not beyond the solar system you're in. And then there are some technologies that are specifically made to communicate, and so those are not what this communications array is set up for.
Mm.
So that's how you're still able to, what he was doing was not communicating with your home planet or your Absalom station or things like that. What he was doing was scanning the solar system, sort of like SETI does, search for extraterrestrial intelligence. they scan the skies looking for random signals. He was messing around doing that type of thing when he found the signal. So you're guessing it had to have been relatively close from a galactic scale.
Cool.
Probably within the solar system. And if you do anything for the next couple weeks related to anything along those lines, you will have a bonus. All right, Jingo, are you ready? Do you figure out what it was that happened?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a video game app that everybody's playing where you match up little pieces of candy, and when you match them up, they pop and the puzzle advances, and it's called Sugar Smash.
Okay.
And everybody's playing it.
All right, and for whatever reason, this is more addictive and more um, uh, pervasive than anything else you guys have come across, to the extent that it is reducing your charger's productivity.
Huh.
And give me a D6, Jingo. So there's a 15%, 15% chance that there is a event each charter turn you take every month. And then if there is no event, it increases by 15%. So at this time when he rolled, he had a 45% chance. So this dangerous fad is what happened. And so that'll happen for one turn, and your chance of an event happening again are back down to 15% next time. So the ongoing event is dangerous fad, but it will only last one turn. All right, I still can't find TN. I spent about 5 minutes the other day looking for it.
And now let me look at the.
And I'm looking again for the thing, the actual sheet.
Could it be technology number?
No, because technology is listed there. It's a separate thing. You have accord, culture, economy, magic, technology. TN is just below your maximum item level, your unrest level, and so there's an actual charter development, form that you can print off and stuff. And Fancy Grounds has its own PDF version, but all it says is TN, and in the description of said form, it doesn't describe it. So anyway, the point is you might have a chance of gaining. So if your technology and your culture are, if both traits are equal to or greater than the TN, then you actually
Threshold number.
it actually
That's
increases your technology for 2. But what is the threshold? That's the question. Threshold of what? So
when an event occurs. Threshold number is equal to charger size divided by 5, rounded up.
So 1. So right now your TN is 1. So you guys actually get a bonus because you're able to react. It says if reduce if culture and technology are both less than the threshold number, which is not, you reduce the resource units gained. If only one trait, then it's reduced a little bit less. But if both traits are equal to or greater, which they are, you increase technology by 2 for the next turn. So your technology is actually going to be 4.
Shit.
Because you guys are able to react and come up with beta blockers and turn this off only until make it only be able to be played for a certain number of times, and then realize, wait a minute, this is stupid. We're gonna capitalize on this. So instead of doing that, it's a pay to play. So if they pay taxes to Wayden's Keep, then they're allowed to play it. Otherwise, they don't pay the taxes, then they can only play it for a couple hours. So you're able to make a little bit of resource and increase your technology for a turn.
Turn is 6 seconds in this case, or the whole week.
A month. All right, so the dangerous fad turns out to be a bonus for you guys. So let's go ahead and finish up the week. The rest of your week goes uneventfully. Just pulling up the calendar. So it is now the 27th of Gosron. What would you guys getting ready want to head out, or do you want to spend another week there?
Mechanically, we should head out, but I think Des has
Yeah.
taken this pretty hard, and I think he wants to stay for another week.
All right, so Des can stay back while the rest of the group goes. Splitting the party is fine.
Yeah, that will turn out great. I'm playing so much Candy Smash while you guys are gone.
That was Sugar Smash.
Oh, was it Sugar
Yes, it
Smash?
was
I
Sugar
apologize. I apologize.
Yes.
Des is just playing the off-brand version just to be a rebel.
That's right.
Yeah, he's playing the off-brand version, which is why he's being able to play it so much, because he bypassed the pay-to-play.
It plays the exact same, just all of the the UI is just like a little
Just
bit more
worse.
annoying to navigate. Like
There's ads everywhere.
yeah,
Somebody else is making money off of this.
you
Bex
make a
played it
single
for about
move,
an
you
hour,
watch an ad.
and then he realized it was designed to make you lose and to milk you for money to make it keep going. So it made him angry, and he stopped.
Or we could do an intervention.
That's
Get you out of this place. Let's go.
right.
Um,
All right, so look at
I
the
do
map.
inform everybody of what I found with the whole radio signal stuff.
Okay.
Uh, Not saying there's not a chance that it couldn't have come from elsewhere on the planet, but at the very least, more likely it came from off-world, somewhere in the solar system. That doesn't really narrow it down a whole lot, but it does give us some idea.
It might have been from a ship.
Yep. Could have
As
been a
well.
passing ship. Could have been one of the other stations. Could be some mad scientist hiding out on a moon. Who knows? um, uh, but that is the result of my research into the subject.
All right. There we go.
As for, I guess, investigating the land around, I know we mentioned wanting to explore the lake for some reason. I'm trying to remember exactly why, but
So you have one spot that you guys chose to leave blank.
yes,
F6, I believe it is. F5.
guy.
Yeah, F6.
I vaguely remember us discussing possibly going and investigating the lake over here. I want to say we had people who could breathe underwater, and that's why it came up.
There's, I think, two of us at least that have a iridescent spindle, which means that you no longer have to breathe. And
Yes,
X
I am
doesn't
one of
breathe
those.
because he's an android. So
No, I do not have to breathe.
So that means one of us, of the people here, does have to breathe.
yeah, Luna, that's so lame. How
So,
dare you need to breathe?
I
so
guess, Luna, do you have any
specifically,
other ways?
Have you
mechanically,
tried not breathing?
any of you who have armor have the equivalent of a spacesuit.
Oh,
So
cool.
you can survive in space as long as you have at least a level 1 armor. Now, radiation protection and things like that depends on, the higher level armor you have, the better you have. So, in theory, you guys could, doesn't mean you can see very well, but you could go under the water just fine. As long as you have stuff to weigh you down and keep you submerged. Like I said, I don't know how well you would see, but you also have the forest. You have below the southern mountains as well, and then all the way to the east.
I guess we haven't gone south.
We have not
No, I
gone
haven't.
south. Part of me does kind of want to go on and investigate underneath the water and see how that goes.
At least just to see, right? Or not see.
It's a lake, not a sea.
Ha ha ha.
Luna, do you have any desire to go anywhere? Any particular direction?
Lake was sounding cool, but I'm good either way.
We don't have any other like weird like points of interest like the obelisk or
Which you still know
anything like
nothing
that
about.
we're I was like there's the little obelisk thing that we're aware of. Is there anything else like that that we're aware of but haven't explored yet? Oh, there's the unnatural hill.
That was made out of like the same stuff as the obelisk, right?
Yeah.
Do you think the signal could have come from the obelisk?
Have come
Possibly.
from it,
No.
but maybe something of that similar nature. Like maybe there's some sort of equivalent relay made out of this stuff, maybe of a more magical nature, as we know that there was something magical that assisted at the very least the whole situation. Um, go south, I am also okay with that. It's my
Where is
vote,
the?
if we don't have any other ideas, to go to the lake and possibly go underneath it. Also hit this one square we've missed.
No, we're just gonna leave that one square as the only unexplored one in the whole map.
Right.
Whole
All
campaign, we just don't go to that one
We
square.
just
Turns out
don't
there's
go
like
there.
where
Yeah.
turns out
find
where
out
that's
all.
where the the very important plot hook is, and we just ignore it.
I know it's where all the monsters live.
That's all the treasure is.
Evil guys, home base.
All right. So is anybody opposed to the lake?
No.
All right.
Des is just opposed to going out. Somebody's gotta convince him. He is very sad right now.
This will get your mind off of it, Des. Come on.
What weird and interesting creatures there are out in the lake? There could be I don't know, some sort of a lake whale or something, or lake shark. Lake Dragon?
Yeah, but what if something happens while we're gone?
Then we will rush back here. I believe in the Hard Hoof's, ability to protect our settlement while we are
Well,
gone.
we were here when the last thing happened, and we still weren't able to prevent it. So I wouldn't worry about whether or not we're here.
I guess.
There's much we can't control, and we cannot be held at fault for that which we cannot control.
Okay. Yeah,
Say that
let's
weird
go.
artifact on the planet that was sending the signal, and if we were able to find it, maybe stop it from happening if it was local. But
All
we'd have
right.
to explore to find out.
So Luna is your guide. So right now you guys are in G4. Luna, what hex are you going to from G4? I would presume it would be F5 or G5.
Yeah, I thought it was F5. I mean G5. I'm sorry. Yeah,
G5?
that's not 20.
Okay.
Would we be searching both sides of this ridge, or is the square, or I assume
So G4, G4 is where you start. G5 is where you going. G5 has already been explored, so you are able to go through it easily. Everybody give me survival checks, except for Luna, if you have ranks in it. I think Bex does not. I don't remember who's trained. All right, so Luna, give me a +4. Oh, Bex is trained in it. Okay, so give me a +6
No, I
survival
am
check.
not. I have no ranks in it.
Okay, yeah, so you can't help.
cool. Do it.
It's +4. All right. So from G4, are you going toward uh, F6 or G6?
Toward to the lake. So that's our intention.
Are we not going through
So which
the
one are you going
unchecked
into?
area?
Because they're both on the way.
We're going to the untouched area. That's my map is centered in. So wherever it is, that's where we're going.
It's F6.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
So I'm sorry, but you're saying two different things. Do you want to go directly to the lake, most direct route to the lake, since you don't have the map open? Is that what you're saying?
Chief, I'm saying that we're all in agreement to wherever we're going to go. I cannot see where the numbers are, so I'm telling you, following our agreed upon path, whatever that was towards the lake, going up the river or whatever it is we got to do, get to the lake part, and then we'll do that. We have the one square we have not put a pin in yet. So are we there now?
So you are at the position where you can go into and explore the unexplored hex, or you can take the more direct route and go straight to the lake.
No, we're gonna cover this one thing.
Okay, so you guys start heading toward F6, and Mantha, I need a D20. As you guys D5 and toward F6. All right, and then Nick, as you guys spend the night, I need another D20.
Alrighty.
It's now the 28th of
So,
Gazron. As you
gosh,
guys 7th day, 28th.
How many days does it take to search the square again?
Takes
Or the-
one complete day to do nothing but explore. All right, so you guys are in F6, and as you're cruising along, I'll close this. Luna, give me perception check. No river there. There's no trees. All right, Bex, are you riding Dez or are you walking beside them?
I am riding dead.
Okay. So I'm going to put you next to him, but let's see, Dez, send to back. There we go. There we go. All right. Make sure my OBS is right. It is. Okay.
I don't believe there's any lighting.
I can see everything just fine. You guys, can the rest of you see?
I can now.
Okay. Um, she doesn't notice anything quickly. You hear some sounds up ahead. Des, you can give me a profession check. Bex, actually, everybody else gives me perception check.
None of that and chatter in the tower.
You just do it straight.
Fuck. I'm still really sad, guys. We haven't been gone for long enough.
Oh wait, if could Luna actually help soothe Dex because of his dragon background? As an,
You could try to do
as an
like a
animal.
diplomacy check type thing, but not from an animal standpoint, no.
Okay.
All right, so you hear some noises up ahead. Luna, you sort of recognize the sound. Sounds like something is animals and things are fighting up ahead. And you see some of the dust appear, this cloud of dust up ahead. Something is stirring up the ground and stuff. Go ahead and give me initiative. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the 24, please. Thanks.
All right, so if you zoom way out, you will see looks to be about 200-ish feet, maybe 230, 240 feet away is this dust and commotion up ahead. Not a whole lot of, there's some shrubs and little bushes and things, but you should be able to see if you get a little bit closer. More details. Bex, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to.
Basically, this
Oh, he
one
gets off.
bush. Phrasing. This one bush. If you can get to either side of that one, you'll be able to see up here better.
Yeah, I'm sneak up behind the bush and kind of peek around it.
Okay, you see commotion and dust and stuff. Let me lock the token. Give me a perception check. I'm going to say it is a difficult. So for your level, it's at 20. So that's 23, 24. So you see something again. You can tell there's at least one thing in the dust. It looks like a larger creature, but you can't tell what it's doing and where all the dust is coming from. So that was a move. Don't forget, you guys can run as well. Do a full out sprint. Did you want to do a second move action, or what did you want to do?
Is this another bush that I could hide behind over here?
Yes, it
You
is.
should.
I'm going to sprint to that. I don't think I can get there, but that's a long way.
Yeah, it's not.
It's 100 feet.
You can go 30 feet more from where you are because you split your movement.
I don't think I'd be able to get all the way there. But
Whoever's purple. Okay.
uh,
Des.
Just kind of keeping an eye in that direction.
Man, I'm not scared. I'm running in, guys.
So if you go in a straight line, as long as you don't, avoid, as long as you should be able to avoid the bush. You can go up to 4 times your movement. All right, so from there, you see and give me perception check.
Gotcha.
You guys know what they are.
Shit, I don't know.
Yeah. So it's fighting
There's
something.
a lot of dust.
But it looks like it's in the ground or on the ground. It's shifting its weight, moving back and forth. It's hard to tell where it's whatever it's fighting is.
Okay. He's kind of out of breath from running, but Bex is within 100 feet, so I am using telepathy.
Bex is within 100 feet of you.
Of me.
You verified that? Okay. Luna. You guys have communication.
I am. Yes.
Yeah, but maybe
So
I'm too out of breath from running.
You can run up to 4 times your speed if you just go in a straight line and don't hit this bush.
Okay. I'm gonna follow Dex. So
Okay.
I can't. Oh, there's the squares. So I'm just gonna. Can I go through this with him? I only got 30 feet though. I see 4.
So if you go on 30 feet, it's 120 feet. You can go if you.
Somewhere in that range.
Okay.
Did I do that right? I'm 100.
You did.
Can you do 5 more? It shows 115.
There you go.
Okay. Very good.
You
And
already
that's it.
saw what
That's
it was. Give me another perception check.
so what we're standing in is kind of like a lower grass area where it's kind of clear through.
Right, you're in the plains with some bushes here and there.
Okay, that's these are all bushes. Okay, well, need perception.
Mhm.
Very perception.
All right, again, there's lots of dust, and it seems to be, you can't really tell what it's fighting. All right, they have that at that range, so they don't see you. Okay. Dr. Clef. So you add your MP, so you have one mutation point, 35 speed, so you can go 140 if you want in a straight line.
Alrighty. I will do so.
Hey, Nintendo
And I
Buff.
can
Appreciate you stopping by 6 minutes ago. I don't know
Oh.
if you're still around, but
that's me
greetings.
trying to go into an actual spot. Can't grab the
Close enough. I got you there.
Yeah, there we go.
Shoves Luna aside. Out of my way.
And give me a perception check.
If everyone's running, I am running as well.
That's right. So Nintendo Buff came in at a weird time. Let me show you our group.
Oh, something I should note. After getting the resisted hide, Clef's Doc's skin has a distinct red tone to it now.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so this is a group. We got a big dragon person and a android and a little monkey-ish, weird, long-tailed, bug-eyed person, doctor, and then a dark elf. And they're running across the plains trying to figure out what it is that's up here that they're trying to fight. I'm going to switch the view to the toggle view. Man, what's going on? Why can't I? Maybe. There it is. Okay. My camera was
I
really far
watched
off.
that. That looked painful.
It's a really big map, and I've used several other sections of this map. So that's why. There we go. All right, so there we are. Now we can see our peeps. And I'll fix that here in a minute. All right, so Doc,
Well,
you run
most
up.
of our peeps.
You got a 16. Okay, you guys are killing me because you're an easy roll at your level is 15 for an easy roll. So
We've all been rolling low.
some double digits would be nice. It's like a Star Wars
We're
character.
sad, okay?
Yeah.
Digit. It's just, not in the 20s.
All right, let me see if he notices you. He does. So he's going to start coming towards you guys. So you all see a stag bear. He's got cuts on his legs and couple on his stomach. Some look like fresh cuts as it's starting to move towards you guys. That's the wrong token. I'll fix that in a minute. All right, as St. Louis. And now you guys see that bursting out from the ground. You guys see a mobile beetle, which you have fought before. But this thing is, the ones you fought were medium-sized creatures.
Yeah, that one's big.
This one is much bigger. One might even say
Large.
he's a behemoth.
Oh.
All right, and Bex, you get to go next. Why is this?
Way out there by myself.
You got off my back, man. I don't know what your plan was.
Plan? There's never a plan. I'll move up a little bit.
You can
Looks
move
like
one more
these.
space. That's 25 feet there.
Fastidious.
Sorry, I was counting. You moved 25 feet. There you go.
So what were you saying, Jingo?
I don't know what I was saying.
Sorry.
Looks like these two were fighting each other. I'm going to attempt to shoot at. Let's see.
That's very annoying. Okay.
I don't know why it rolled twice. It should not have rolled twice. I don't know why it did. But
And he is not actually hostile to you yet. He is more of a neutral or no faction.
again, why did it roll twice?
You have let's see. You have yourself targeted, that's why.
Oh, okay.
As well as the creature.
It.
Well, I critical hit myself.
Yeah, if only. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
And
How did I manage to roll double criticals? That was wild.
Yeah, that is crazy.
It was energy. So your allies gain a +1 circumstance bonus to attack rolls against the target for 1 round.
nice.
Let's see. I untargeted myself. Why did it? Oh, critical hit.
Wow.
All right, so I was doing other things. Let me make so let's double check see what's going on here. You're Critical effect is fire. Burn to the mole. Yep, that was enough to kill it. But what were you shooting? A lens pistol. What's the range of the lens pistol?
80.
Okay.
But it's an unwieldy weapon, so I cannot full attack with it.
It was 115. Did you have a -2 to that?
I did.
Perfect. Okay. Crit wouldn't matter anyway. So you have this big old thing, and spins. Laser shoots out, blasts into it right as it's coming up out of the ground, shaking its head, and it goes toward the stag bear, and you blast it right into its mouth, and it burns through, and there's gaping hole in its head as it collapses down, with a little smoke coming from it as its head continues to burn. As a small one pops up, a normal sized one, I should say, pops up from the ground. We'll zoom in over here. Des, go back.
So the stag bear is heading our way. So Dez is moving up. 30 feet.
Okay.
And he's still not close enough for me to do the thing that I was gonna do. So, I'm just gonna shoot, I guess. Okay, that's a hit. It does that damage. And he's just standing there with his pike in hand.
All right, so you're shooting the stag bear? Okay.
He shot the stag bear.
Okay. Then it is an enemy of you guys now, then.
He was going towards us threateningly, man!
It was not threatening at all. It was screaming and yelping in pain because these things keep attacking it. You put yourself, it's an omnivore. You shared in your notes.
Yeah! Omnivores eat meat too, man! We're made
Okay.
of meat!
That's all right. Now you guys will have antlers.
I wanted to scare it off, but it is 50 feet away and not 30 feet away, so I couldn't.
All right.
So
I'm just surprised, especially you, with the player you are, that you would attack a friendly creature. Another one
it wasn't
appears.
friendly.
It was
This
hanging
guy
out, beer in
appears.
his hand.
Reno, I don't want to hear that from you because you're the one that most often attacks things that are not threats. So
Not.
I love you, man, but like
All
you,
right.
so
Des, give
many
me a
times you're like,
perception
I'm gonna
check.
go fight that thing.
Des, give me a perception check. Nope. All right. Clef, perception check. All right. So you see there's a bulge in the ground right there as something is burrowing close to the surface.
I will move there. Oh, make sure I add my MP point.
So you are adjacent to it, so you can target it if you want. I will go ahead and expose it, but it does have partial cover.
Okay. I will use my venom spur and just
And
kind
let
of
me put it
have this
down.
little spike come out of my hand and stab into the ground. Make sure I have the peak of. I target it and roll to attack.
Ooh, I missed. Okay. Yeah, single digits. You got a 14 for your perception, though. Gotta say that.
Yeah.
Yay. Your dice do
Yeah.
go into double digits. You're rolling the right
Yes,
one,
they
at
do.
least.
I
Thought you
think I
were
might
rolling
change
the
my color regardless.
D10 for a minute.
But I think that is my turn as I strike it to the ground and don't feel it connect. And
All right.
yeah.
Another one bursts up out of the ground over here. So, man, get him in the square. Their speed is that, okay? It's not the fastest things in the world. What? Your camera's on? Oh, it's not on stream. There it is. I know what you're talking about. All right, Luna.
I'm going to not rush in and kill anything.
Yeah,
No,
I'm going
that's
to
my
see if
job today.
the
the
bugs are
bugbear is.
attacking you guys.
Now I see
You
there's
would have
nothing.
realized the bear was running from the bugs, saw you, and started running towards you all. But it's more afraid of the bugs than it is of you, except for
Okay.
the Des that just shot him.
And is it moving away or is
No,
in that?
well now it is.
So
It
it's moving
was
to,
running towards you all, and then Des just shot it.
and it's still alive, right?
Yes,
Yes.
So it's going to move to the west then.
you don't know. It was coming towards you. Then Des shot it, so it hasn't gone yet. So you don't know where it's going to go now. But all these bugs are attacking it, and it has no real way of
Right.
defending itself.
I do a run, double my distance to get up there.
Yep, you can. If you're going straight, you can go up to 4 times your speed. If you're not doing anything else, or you can move your speed twice. Either one it does the same thing. It takes up all your turn, and you can't do anything else.
Okay.
Okay. We sprint forward. Where is he? Five, 10. Give me a perception check, Luna.
Bad.
All right, so you see there's one over here, but he's on the ground. Because he's big, you can tell where he is. Big mound of dirt as it burrows under the ground towards you guys. All right, and this is where we'll leave it as these mole beetles are attacking the stag bear, and you guys are running up to take care of them. We will come back in a couple weeks. Appreciate you guys playing with me. Thank you.
Thank you for
DMing.
running. It's always fun.
Looks like
Thank you.
Greedo. Yeah, a little bit. Dr. Clef does, yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks for everybody coming by, saying hi. Nintendo Buff, appreciate you stopping by. Nintendo Buff is, as the name implies, a big Nintendo guy. He restarted Zelda, the what Breath of the Wild, in the hardest difficulty, like the Master Mode or something like that, I believe it's called. Um, and so he's been running through that. He was killing all the bosses several couple weeks ago and finished that, so he restarted and is going through the whole story real quick. It's not really a speed run, but he's played it quite a few times, knows what he's doing. So if you want to know how to play Breath of the Wild, check out Nintendo Buff. Pretty good guy. So
Mhm.
don't forget to like, subscribe. Wednesday we've got some D's and the other D's, and then we're back here on Sunday. Next Friday, I'm doing Out of the Abyss with my old guy friends.
Woo.
So that's on Drake Takes channel. And we'll be back here with the Finding Stars group, and we'll be back with these guys in 2 weeks. So like, subscribe so you are caught up and get a little notification when I'm on stream. And whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night, guys.
Right.